It's week 1 of the 2025 season. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Texans and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Thursday night.
As the weekend approaches, let's settle in and end the week right, with an outstanding Thursday night contest here with the NFL on EA Sports. For the first time this season, I'm Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward up in this broadcast booth, and the long wait is over, partner. A new season officially begins tonight.
Yeah, and these are the two teams who have the honor, really the privilege of ringing in the new regular season. And I know, with how long it's been since the Super Bowl ended, any two teams would be great to watch. But as usual, well, Park Avenue and the NFL has scheduled a heck of an opener for us. And it's about time we get week 1 underway.
Five glorious months of football about to get underway. We're all set, and away we go in a new NFL season. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable, and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. Across the 45 and still going. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's brought down for a loss.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate. But look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
Completes this one to Hill. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Man in motion here. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Keeping it with Mixon. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Madison. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Stroud. Dell with the grab. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Digs there to bring it in. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! Tagovailoa on first down. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now, as we get a chance to look at their picks from this year's draft, Brock, we see a lot of names that are set up to help this team, both this year as rookies and down the line as well.
Yeah, you really see the two draft strategies combined here, right? Best player available in drafting for needs. Some people will like one, some like the other. Personally, I think it's best when you add both to a class like they did. Some of these guys we're going to see right away, and others, well, they're going to have to develop to add some depth and serious talent down the road.
Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Tua now from the gun. Got his target. It's Hill. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go. Trying to pick it up here with A-Chan. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. Tagovailoa to throw on 4th down. Chased out to his right. Pushing for the end zone. And he lost the football. It's not loose. And Miami returns this to the end zone. Touchdown. The Dolphins picked up the fumble and ran it home. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. That right there was impressive, Brock. Even with the fumble, absolutely no panic on his part. Finding that football, keeping the play going, and taking it in for 6.
I am just hearing my old offensive coordinator, Tom Moore, say, whoever plays the hardest the longest wins. And that's what you got to do. You got to play harder.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Complete to Dell. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Stroud off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Here we go, third and less than a yard. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. First and 10, a run to Mixon. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10. From the gun, Stroud. He's on the move. He can run it. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it sets up a Houston first. We've reached the 2-minute warning. The Texans trailing in the early going. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Mechie hauls it in. And they get this down to the 28. And they've got themselves another first and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. And he gets him around 6 there. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. From the 23. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this third down. Throwing is Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Ka'imi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. This from 40 on the right hash. Everly's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Trying to find Jalen Waddle. So it's second down coming up. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back. First down, Stroud. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. And he's got a free play here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Here's Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's taken down at the 30. He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Completed to Collins. And that will not be enough for a first down. The Dolphins with an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming. Now it's Stroud. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get...
First down, here's Tua. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Hauled in left side. And he's downed after getting this up to the... A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You're not going to last long in the national... if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Near the sideline, Waddle's got it. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Achane, a 1st down carry. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Trying to work quickly now. 2nd down carry for Achane. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins take the lead on that successful kick. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Here we go. 2nd and very long. Finding Collins. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st.
Impeccable timing between the 2. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Collins there to grab it. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. First and 10 from the 41. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
It's pushing right, and it's going to miss the mark just on the wrong side of that upright. And they fail to claim that lead. They're still down by a point.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. This one's taken in by Hill. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. And he's certainly given us a performance worthy of these primetime lights. This is now a 100-yard game that he's put together. Going to the ground again on first. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Second and 3 now. They'll stick with A-Chain. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Tagovailoa on first down. They did it! He made the interception! That's Jordan Lewis. And the Texans have some new life in the fourth. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. To the air. Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A gain of 5, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Texans trail by just 1. Desperation time here on fourth. That's cut beyond the marker. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Here he is to throw. This is complete to Schultz. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw it. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. New set of downs for him from the 46. Setting up to pass. Caught by Diggs. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw. It is Cup, left side. And he's brought down for a loss. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. He has the first over the middle. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. The Texans facing a big play as they go for 2. He's throwing for it. Looking, and he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You go with what you think is your best option. Where they felt like it was going to be a pass. And sometimes it simply doesn't work.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dolphins are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Tagovailoa will look to throw. And he brings it in. That makes this a field goal game now. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I could still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. First down, Stroud. Completed to Collins. All right, so he stops the clock, but seconds still ran off on a gain of, only 3 or 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun now for Stroud. Getting out to his left. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Now the offense. Final timeout. And the Dolphins with 6 DBs on the field here. They're in the dime. 3rd down. Searches from the pocket. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And to force it on 4th, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins make the play that should win them this game. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Handoff running left, A-Chain. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And they're no doubt happy to get their season off on the right track and claim the first victory of this new campaign. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.